Okay, nailing my application is my biggest challenge today. Okay, I'm going to vibe off of that a little bit, Nick. So what I would say with your challenge is your application should be okay. I've got my application from when I applied for my master's in nutrition. If you want me to send it over, but generally on an application, just be yourself. But here's, if you go, I know some of you have had uni interviews and job interviews and have interviews. Here is the best piece of interview advice I can ever give, Nick, because I'd imagine that will lead to a interview. Now, this is epic. Morning, Stacey. I haven't forgotten you. You're still on my list to email you back about your business. But the biggest and best advice I believe you can honestly get when you have an interview, right? And this will completely switch your mindset and put your mind at ease. If I go into an interview, in my head, I'm interviewing them as to whether I want the job or not. Now, someone actually called me out and called me arrogant, egotistical, stepping outside my lane, and I need to wind it in a bit, I think was what they said, something like that. This was quite recently on my Facebook, okay? Now the reason was that I actually said, when I jump on a call with a business client or a prospective business client who wants to be a mentee on my business program, or a client who wants to join my VIP fitness and nutrition coaching program, they both are very expensive plans, both well over £1,000. I'm not there to sell to them and take their money. Simple as that. I'm there to interview them to see, one, whether I think they can do it, they have what it takes to be good enough, and two, whether I think I can help them or not. Because if I can't, I won't take them on. I turned down a client who offered me £5,000 last week to coach their business. Why did I turn them down? Because I knew they were going to be an absolute freaking nightmare. They weren't worth twice that. And I didn't think I could get a result with them. And I didn't think I could help them. So it's pointless. So flip your perception. And rather than thinking about, oh, I'm really nervous, I want this job so bad, think about you're going into that interview to decide whether or not you want that job. Okay? Research the company. Grill them. Are they going to give me the development that I need? Are they going to give me the training that I need? What are the other people like in the office? Can they tell me about 3 of the past employees that have become successful through the company? What's their development plan? What's their plans for me for the next 3 years? And I tell you what, it's hilarious because it massively puts the interviewer on the back foot. And it also makes the interviewer think that you are absolutely awesome, okay? They will be handing it to you on a plate because that will not normally happen. They will normally have people that go in and either sit there very quietly and answer things not greatly because they get nervous and shy, which is very normal. And I've been that person as well. In fact, I'm going to tell you a funny story now. Probably shouldn't tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Or they get the person that goes in and just tries to sell themselves. I can do this, I can do that, I'm amazing, I'm brilliant, I've got this qualification, I've done this in the past, I've done that, and they'll probably just sit there thinking, oh, this person's a dick, they're going to do my head in. Okay? That's what happens in most interviews, okay? What happens, and what will be epic, is when you start to ask them cutting edge questions. Is this job going to be right for me? Okay? I've learned a lot about this company, but I want you to tell me more about it. Tell me about the history of the company. Ask me about your drive for taking the company forward. Okay? What's your vision for me? If I take this position, this is why this triggered this person and they found it arrogant. I don't think it is arrogant. I think it's an amazing question. If I decide to take this position, what would your plans be for my development as an employee over the next 24 months? If they don't have any and they can't answer it, you probably shouldn't be taking the position. And I think this is the same. This is the same that I do with VIP clients. It's the same that I do with business clients. I want to know what their vision is for their business, and can I help it? And if they turn around and say, I don't know really, then I go to the call and I'm gone in 5 minutes, irrelevant of how much money they want to pay me. Some people might find that arrogant, some people might not. But I can't help them. If a person comes on a VIP call and they don't even have a business for what they want, then they need to start with that and spend some time figuring out what they want. And then when you figure out what you want, someone can help you with it. It's the same when people come to me on the plans. I don't really know what I want to achieve. Okay, work that out and then come back to me. And if they don't come back to me within 48 hours, Fliss, that's an amazing offer as well, thank you. Then they don't even know what they want. So how on earth can anyone help a person to achieve something that they don't even know what it is themselves? It's impossible. So that's why I ghosted them. It's no point. But that's how, I used to jump on sales calls for the high ticket plans, and I used to have this script, and I used to be fully prepared, and I used to get really, really nervous, and then I used to just sell myself. Okay, didn't really ask the person any questions about them at all. Just sell. And when I flipped that perception to, is this person going to be good to work with? Can I get a result with them? Is it going to be worth it for them? Where do I see them in 12 months' time? And when you ask questions, you'll become a lot calmer. And don't stress about the outcome, because again, very often, a great way to go into an interview is with that exact mindset. I'm actually going in to just see if this company and this position is right for me. Not, I just really want this job, when I don't even actually know that much about it. And then sometimes you'll end up in a job, and this has happened to someone I know very closely. He's actually one of my clients, and he's been there 2 weeks, and it's a freaking nightmare. And he's moved careers. And it's probably because he didn't ask enough questions in the interview. He didn't dig deep enough. Think about whether even if let's say you're on a call with a coach, okay? Don't be sold to. You're trying to find out if that coach is the right person for you. Can they help you? What challenges are you facing? What's their experience? What clients have they worked with? What published results have they got? What testimonials can you see? Do your research before doing anything, because if you don't, it will end in heartache, okay? Don't make swift decisions on things without doing research. But yeah, with interviewing, that should hopefully help people. Right, let's see what we've got next. Okay, I saw one on overthinking that I wanted to answer. 1999 space after an all-nighter in manumission. Melissa, you are very, very naughty. Okay, Melissa, overthinking about doing too many things. So it is huge, this, and it goes into the overwhelm sector, doesn't it? Again, you guys all know I triggered the living daylights out of somebody by saying that overwhelm doesn't exist. I think it were more the language I used, and I had to learn from it because I clearly upset her, and it was never my intention to upset anyone. But I actually said overwhelm is a myth. Now, that doesn't mean that people don't get overwhelmed. Of course they do. I got incredibly overwhelmed yesterday. Why did I get overwhelmed yesterday? I got overwhelmed because I was trying to do some stuff for the label. I was trying to focus on finish a track. I was trying to focus on replying to clients. I was trying to focus on some marketing. And I was trying to do about 10 other things at once and not using my planner, okay? Now, I know that's not exactly what you mean by overthinking, but in fact, Melissa, I'm going to continue this conversation, but scrap the answer to the overthinking bit, because I'm going to do that in the private client group next. I'm going to do a 5-minute training, which will allow you to instantly stop overthinking in our Q&A at 9:30. Overwhelm is an inability to list and prioritize your tasks in order of value and go about completing them one job at a time. Okay? Now, I don't know if you guys remember the person that massively pulled me down was just being a bit of a douchebag. Saying things like, well, try telling that to the NHS. Obviously, I wasn't talking about the NHS, was I? But even in the same situation, it's exactly the same. If there's 1,000 patients and one nurse, the nurse will be completely overwhelmed, okay? But it isn't actually a thing that exists, okay? Or how does she prevent or improve it? Let's use a better example, okay? Let's use first person on the scene at an RTA. What do they need to do, okay? They need to prioritize everything that's happened in order of what's most serious and what needs sorting out first, and then they need to go about it one job at a time until that's completed. If they can, they will delegate things to other people. If not, most important first, focus on it until it's done. But again, this is what I often say, you know, to-do lists are Sunday league. It's as simple as that. Too many people actually think that a to-do list is, yeah, don't you have a to-do list? You need to make a to-do list. Get yourself a to-do list. Like, a to-do list is a great thing. To-do lists are Sunday league, okay? Or, I don't know, whatever, something that's pretty low level, okay? If you want world-class results, then you need to have a world-class planner. You need to have a world-class schedule, okay? Someone who schedules and prioritizes. Great books to read are I'm just looking at all my books. Things like Think and Grow Rich, Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude, The 4-Hour Work Week, The 12-Week Year, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. All books in that region will help you with that, because scheduling is world class, to-do list is amateur. Because I'll tell you what you will do, you'll create a to-do list, and you should only ever have, this is a researched fact as well, it's been in about 30 books, you should only ever have 3 to 5 main tasks to do each day. Any more, you're not going to get them done. Okay, you're going to do a half-assed job at all of them, and you're going to feel completely overwhelmed, okay, and get nothing done. And what you do done won't be done at a great quality. So that's why, remember the training that I did. Okay, take your list of jobs to do and fold it in half. Get rid of the ones that weren't a priority, that weren't critical, that weren't urgent. Fold it in half again. Get rid of the low value tasks, the ones that don't really need doing today, like rewiring your studio, and fold it in half again. And we are left with this fantastic pocket-sized piece of paper that we can only fit the 3 to 5 most important jobs on, okay? Once you've finished them, it also fits in your pocket. Means you've got it everywhere with you to keep reminding yourself, right, what was most important? Right, that's most important. I'm going to do that until it's done. Okay, and then once that page is finished, I can then go on to my next ones. But I do not start the second page until I finish the first one, because this is what is happening with everyone. Fliss, this is what I'm going to come on to with the overthinking in the private client group with the training. It involves some meditation, so you're all going to think I'm some mad hippie, but it'll be quite funny. We're going to do some meditation for 5 minutes to help you cope with overthinking and to be able to focus on one thing at a time. But that's it. You need to, the list needs to be smaller, and they need to be done one at a time. They need to be done in order of value, and they need to be done until they're finished, because multitasking is bullshit. Excuse me. Okay? BS. Multitasking should not be a badge of honour. Well, I can multitask. Well, you're not focused. You're not concentrating. Okay? Focused, concentrated action achieves results. Multitasking is just bitting and batting between 3 jobs, okay? And the reason why, this built into the fitness stuff as well. I've got 5 minutes, guys, if anyone's got an extra question. This builds into the fitness stuff as well. Many of you who fail, drinking enough water, I'll come on to that. Many of you who fail or find it difficult or struggle or wander off or start to come out with the classic phrases like I'm lost, I'm stuck in a rut, I don't know how to get started again, I'm not sure this is working for me, is the great one from the person that's not actually doing any of the action, that isn't actually doing the thing that they're not sure is working for them, is that you're distracted. Pure and simple, okay? You're either distracted by the news, you're distracted by social media, you're distracted by your friends and family, your peer group, or you're distracted by people, places, products who will pop into your life and tell you that you can do things quicker or faster, okay, than what you're currently doing. Or you spend too much time watching other people's highlight reels. Well, I kind of was doing really well on this nutrition and training plan, but then I saw that Jane had lost 5 pounds sucking juice berries in the morning. So I'm going to do that. Now that's not going too well. But I've seen that Tracy over there is selling magic tea bags, and you can drink alcohol and eat McDonald's on them and still lose 14 pounds in 14 hours. So that sounds like a good idea. So I'm going to go and do that. Relationships, distraction, okay? Looking at other birds, looking at pornography, looking at page 3, looking at how happy you think everyone else is, looking at everyone else's perfect life, okay? You're distracted. That's the problem. That's the problem in your relationship. It's often the problem in your career. It's often the problem with your food. And it's often the problem in every single area of your life, is that you're not concentrating. You're not focused. You're distracted. Distracted by lockdown. Lockdown does not affect your health and fitness goals. If you're saying it does, unless you're a top level bodybuilder, you're full of shit. End of. Okay, you're making excuses, looking for reasons. The 5-week fat loss challenge that I'm starting on the 8th of March, if you sign up now, you get the next 2 weeks free. It's 99 quid. You get nearly £2,000 worth of recipe books, training plans, nutrition plans, support, Facebook group, my app, daily schedule planner, daily support, mindset videos, a mindset coaching course, which is worth over £99 in itself. And you don't need any equipment for it. Okay, some of my clients are in the best physical shape of their life and they started in lockdown. Okay, that is rubbish. You're getting distracted. You're getting distracted by the news. You're getting distracted by other people telling you that you can't do it. Okay, focus on what you can do. Feel strong and empowered. Focus on what you can't do. Feel weak and empowered. Either way, focus and concentration is what's most necessary. Flair, what was the last question? Okay, advice on drinking enough water. It's easy, just drink enough water. Set a reminder. Make sure you have it readily available on your desk. Okay? 3 times already this morning, I use an app called Water Reminder. If I've not logged it, my 500 millilitres, every couple of hours, it sends me a reminder to drink more water. So there is an epic tip. Didn't mean that to sound sarcastic, by the way. Water Reminder app. But having it on your desk in front of you is crucial. Okay? And don't make excuses when it comes to hydration. It's so important. 80% of your body's water, okay? Your brain won't function properly if you're dehydrated, even by 2%. Body won't function properly. You won't sleep properly. Your digestive system won't function properly. Your muscles won't work properly. And when people say, oh, I just spend so much time going to the toilet. So what? Just go for a pee. Is that really that much badness on your day that you have to go for a few more peas than normal? Do you know what? Go for more peas. You're going to get more steps in. You're going to move more. You're going to burn more calories. It's a win. Win, win, win. Celebrate needing to wee more. I've had that loads. Oh, I can't cope with this drinking 3 litres of water a day. Well, what can you cope with? Being fat, overweight, and dehydrated, and nothing functioning properly. Not you specifically, Sue. I have no idea what physical shape you're in. But again, Laura's just laughed. Choose your hard. What's your hard? Being overweight, dehydrated, and nothing functioning, or having to go for 5 more wees every day and getting more steps in as a result and burning more calories. As always, there's always 2 hards. This is Laura's phrase. You'll be hearing a lot more from Laura. Choose your hard. What's your hard? Overweight, dysfunctional, dehydrated, lower steps, or free app reminder, plenty of H2O, feel amazing, better hair, better teeth, better skin, better sleep, better training, better sex life, better performance in every area of your life, more calories burned. I could go on, but I won't. Choose your hard. Okay, I've just made a joke out of that, Sue. I'm not having a go at you personally, but it is a massive thing that people say to me, oh, why don't you spend so much time going to the toilet? What? Like, how freaking long does it take you to go for a pee? Even if you work on an office, brilliant. If it's upstairs, absolutely brilliant. It's like, that's the mind though. That's your mind taking over. That's not you, Sue. I've had that hundreds of times from clients. Oh, I just need to wee all the time. Great. That means you're hydrated. That means your skin's going to be better. It means your hair's going to be better. Your eyes, your nails, your digestion. Everything in your life is going to be better because you're correctly hydrated. Okay? Don't sweat the small detail of needing 5 more wees than you normally do. Guys, I love you all. If you're watching and you're not a client yet, there's about 30 of you, I think, join my 5-week fat loss challenge. It will change your life. It's £99. You currently spend more on takeaways, Costas, and SH1T that is holding you back from achieving your goals. You will be surrounded by 300 epic people who will create so much positivity in your life that there won't be any room left for any negativity. You will achieve your goals. You will be made accountable every day. You will get 20 recipe books worth over £1,000. You will get my daily schedule, which I can't even put a cost on because it's epic. It's 7 years worth of work. You get a training plan. You get a nutrition plan. You get 50 eating out guides that you can take home for the point in the future when one day we can actually all eat out again. You get an app. You get training videos. You get a mindset course worth over £500. And you get the most important thing of all, results, okay? Knowledge, emotional support, accountability, results. It won't be this price again. It's £99. We're doing it to help people out of lockdown. Get involved, click the link, sign up, and I promise you in 5 weeks, I'm going and a free DJ set as well every Saturday night with the fam, and I'll change your life. Hands down, I'll change your life. If you stick to even 65% of my plan and haven't had life-changing results in 5 weeks, I'll give you your money back. I won't even ask you any questions, okay? As long as you've implemented 65% of what I tell you to do in those 5 weeks, if you've not found it life-changing, then you can have your money back. It's as simple as that. This plan is unbelievable. Get involved, sign up, change your life. I want you involved and I want to have an impact on your life. Guys, I love you all. The link's in the comments. Let me know what's been your biggest take home in the comments for today. And I'm going to go back over all these comments later tonight. So if there's something you want me to discuss tomorrow morning, then pop it in here. Or send me a DM if it's private, okay? You might have something really, really private that you're struggling with. Okay? I can help and I'll discuss it without mentioning your name. See you all days. Have an absolutely incredible, awesome day. Number one tip, focus on what you can do, strong and empowered. Focus on what you can't do, weak and empowered. Don't have a to-do list, have a schedule, write all your jobs down, get it onto a tiny piece of paper, 3 to 5 most important jobs, go smash them, be awesome, I love you.